大家好，今天是10月22号。这几天最大的事情莫过于某国请了国际通缉犯吃饭，大摆宴席，请那个国际通缉犯，吃着吃着把自家股市吃崩了，是吧？这算是一个笑话吧，是吧？还有一个事情，我特别不能明白的就是，哈佛大学校长表态，一个黑人女校长表态。他说，学生团体支持哈马斯，反对以色列是属于言论自由的范畴。我就特别不能够明白这一点，是吧？虽然说美国是自由，但美国也有禁忌话题嘛。你比如说911开飞机劫持飞机撞帝国大厦，撞双子塔。美国没有人敢站出来公开说啊，支持这些恐怖分子撞帝国大厦吧？没有吧？是吧？没人敢这样说吧？一说自己就彻底完蛋了嘛，没人敢说吧？但是哈佛校长居然敢说，那些支持哈马斯的学生团体他们的行为属于是言论自由的范畴。哈马斯干了什么？你看。平时3天2头没事的，躲在那个学校居民楼里面朝以色列射个火箭弹，这就不说了，是吧？以色列一反击，那个铁穹系统一反击，就说人家杀害了巴勒斯坦无辜群众，实际上大家都知道，是吧？这都是他们的一贯操作。10月7号呢，就更恶劣，是吧？全面偷袭了以色列。把一个就是音乐会，一个露天音乐会给屠杀了，是吧？杀了现场尸体260具，绑走了200多个人，还屠杀了以色列社区1000多个人。杀人的方式呢，各种各样，但基本上都属于虐杀，是吧？折磨，然后杀了还要焚尸。那个打死的把女人尸体衣服扒光，放在那个后备箱放在那个皮卡上炫耀，把脑袋砍下来当球踢的。这种残暴到这种程度的行为，居然还有人支持他，而且是美国人支持他。哈马斯绑走的人质当中有14个美国人，前2天放了2个，是吧？还有10几个，还有12个，居然有美国的社会团体跳出来，特别是哈佛大学的学生团体跳出来对哈马斯表示支持，要谴责以色列。这个政治正确就玩的就是极左，就是那种少数就是正确的，少数就是弱势就是正确的，是吧？就跟当年他们挺黑命贵一样，是吧？反对川普挺黑命贵，是吧？支持哈马斯就跟他们当年挺黑命贵一样的，是吧？就是黑人命贵，就是他们人家是少数嘛，人家弱势嘛，就应该保护他们嘛，就应该对他们特别照顾嘛，就是他们偷袭以色列就应该忍着，是吧？以色列不能还手，以色列还手我们就要谴责以色列，是吧？他们残杀以色列人也得忍着，是吧？他们就这种逻辑，是吧？哈马斯说什么他们就信什么。你看哈马斯说以色列导弹炸了加沙医院，然后那个什么 BBC 就开始报道，就跟当年那个报道黑命贵运动一样，是吧？谴责川普一样，反正就是少数就是正确的，少数就是弱势就应该保护，反正就是那一套极左的逻辑吧。他们哈马斯说什么 BBC 就报什么，报到最后呢，真的很可悲，就是哈佛大学就已经到了这种程度，是吧？他们说以色列炸的，那 BBC 就跟着报 ，BBC 报完了，这些学生就举着牌子就上街就抗议以色列炸了医院，是吧？是到最后一看，一会儿说是导弹炸的，人家说找不到弹坑，一会儿说空爆，结果发现那个旁边大楼的窗户都是好的，就烧了那么几十辆汽车，10几辆不到20辆汽车。最有可能的就是说哈马斯自己的火箭弹飞到半空中掉下去了，还没爆炸，只不过里面的燃料没烧光，然后把周边几辆车给烧光了。具体死伤人数哈马斯上来就说死到800人， 后来美国媒体也就报800，后来说改口700，第二天改口说500，第二天晚一点就改口说是那个300人，现在好像没人提了，再也没人提了 ，BBC 什么那些大媒体也不提了，没人就过去了，反正这个屎盆子就扣在以色列头上了，是吧？后来别人一去看，有弹坑，这丁点大的弹坑，也就烧了10几辆车，根本不像是导弹炸的，更不像是什么航空炸弹、什么空爆弹炸的，就是一个火箭弹掉下去，烧了10几辆车，就是这么小的一件事情，变成那么大一个屎盆子扣在以色列头上，让那个美国的大学生，哈佛大学的大学生去游行去抗议以色列，这多可笑啊！就是美国的这种极左就已经荒诞到了这种地步，我真的是难以想象。接下来我们看一下这个在哥伦比亚大学任教的一个教授，他对这件事情的看法，我也是在网上看到的这个视频，我觉得人家讲的比较彻底，谴责这种极左白左行为，是吧？但我分享一下这个视频给大家。
So everyone, please take out your phones because I want this message to get to every parent who sent their kids to Columbia University and trusted their kids and their children's safety with us. I want this message to get to every parent in America who sent their kids to NYU, to Harvard, to Stanford, to Berkeley. And I want you to know one thing. We cannot protect your child. And I'm not saying this as a professor. I should introduce myself. My name is Shai Davidai. I am a professor at Columbia Business School. I am Israeli. But before all of that, I am a dad. I have 2 beautiful children. And I'm talking to you, I'm speaking to you as a dad. And I want you to know, we cannot protect your children from pro-terror student organizations because the president of Columbia University will not speak out against pro-terror student organizations. Because the president of Harvard University, because the president of Stanford, because the president of Berkeley, they will not speak out against pro-terror student organizations. Last Saturday, 14 U.S. citizens were kidnapped into Gaza with 200 other Israeli, French, German, and other nationalities. 14 citizens of the U.S. are right now kidnapped in Gaza. And yet the president of the university is giving her support to pro-terror student organizations. I have an amazing 7-year-old son. Every night before I tuck him to sleep, we read a chapter of Harry Potter. And yet, to the pro-terror student organizations at Columbia, my 7-year-old son is a legitimate target of resistance just because he's Israeli. I have a 2-year-old daughter, a feisty 2-year-old daughter. She has 2 songs that are her favorite, Baby Shark and Shake It Off by Taylor Swift. And yet, to the pro-terror student organizations on campus here and at Harvard and at NYU and at Stanford and at Berkeley and at Northwestern, my 2-year-old daughter is a legitimate target of resistance. That is what they are selling. You are allowed to murder and kidnap my 2-year-old daughter in the name of resistance. And none of the presidents of universities all around the country are willing to take a stand. This is what cowards do. and I'll name it now. President Minouche Shafik of Columbia University, you are a coward. Because if President Biden can come up and say, no, this is unacceptable, this is inhumane, and if Eric Adams, the mayor of New York City, is able to say, this is not okay, then where are you, President Shafik of Columbia University? We are waiting for you to eradicate all pro-terror student organizations from campus. Last week, we had thousands of students chanting pro-terror songs that are sung right now in Iraq, in Libya, in Yemen, in Afghanistan. They were singing this not in Gaza, not in Afghanistan, here in New York City. And this is the school that you want to send your children to. They were celebrating the rape of teenage girls in a music festival in the name of resistance. They were celebrating this. And the president of the university is allowing these pro-terror student organizations to march on our campuses. They brought a building here of the Center for Jewish Life had to go on lockdown. Not in Gaza, not in Tel Aviv, here in New York City. Because of this quiet, this cowardice of the presidents of NYU, of Columbia, of Harvard. And I'm telling every parent in the United States, it does not matter if you're Jewish or Christian or Muslim or Hindu or Buddhist or an atheist like myself. Rape is never okay.
Right.
Not as an act of resistance, not as an act of revenge. Rape is never okay. And if my amazing 2-year-old daughter was now 18 years old, I would never send her to Columbia. Not because it's not a great institution, it's an amazing institution, but because I know that she will not be protected there. Because the president of the university allows pro-terrorists to march on campus. We would never allow the KKK to march on our campus. We would never allow a pro-ISIS demonstration on our campus. Can you imagine in the city that had to endure 9/11, the worst attack on American soil? Can you imagine that here we have pro-terror student organizations? So what I want you to do now is I want you to go on social media. I want you to put this video online. I want this to get to every parent, every concerned mom, every concerned dad in and around the United States. And I want you all tomorrow morning to call your kids' college, your kids' university, and ask them one simple question. Will you protect my child from pro-terror student organizations? And if your kid is not yet in college, but you are a concerned parent or a concerned grandparent, I want you to call your senator, your representative in Congress, your governor, your mayor, and I want you to ask them, are the colleges in my city, in my state, who are funded by taxpayers' money, are they harboring pro-terror student organizations? Because kidnapping 9-month-old babies is never okay. Rape is never okay. Murdering 89-year-old grandmothers who have Alzheimer's and do not know what is going on, shooting them in the head, executing them. It's never, never, never okay. I'm sorry I'm getting emotional. I'm only emotional because I am a parent. People have asked me in the past few days, are you not afraid to speak up? You're putting your job on the line. You got it all wrong. I am not afraid to speak up. I am speaking up because I'm afraid. I am speaking up because I walked onto my own campus. The place that's that is employing me is supposed to keep me safe. And I was shivering. I am 40 years old, and I was shivering to come to my own employment. Imagine not being able to go to your work because your boss does not value your life, because your boss supports pro-terror organizations. Thank you very much.